Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. My name is Gayatri, English teacher of Dr. Besant School. Today we are going to do our third standard English subject. So, children, are you all ready with your studio books? Because yesterday we did companion 2A, 2B, 2C, right? We completed 3 exercises. So, let us come back to our studio book. Please sharp your pencils. Get your eraser, sharpener, water bottles and open your studio books, children. I want everyone to open page number 38. Studio, page 38. Right? Practice the concept of plural nouns. We did already 2A, 2B, 2C. Now think and ink. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Close your eyes for a few minutes. Visualize a walk around your neighborhood. This could be your home or your school. Identify people, places, animals and things you that usually see. In about 75 to 100 words, write a paragraph describing the scenes around you. Use your notebook. For example, my neighborhood is a lovely place. There is a temple, 2 churches and a pond near my house. I live in an apartment. There are many dogs and cats around me. We also have many trees with huge branches and green leaves. Use this space to make notes before writing your paragraph. Understood, children, what they asked you to do? You just think if you go for a walk in your neighborhood, what are the places you see, who are the people you see, what are the animals you see around your neighborhood, and what are the things you can usually see in your neighborhood. And about all those things you need to write in 75 to 100 words and like a paragraph. Here the place will not be sufficient, right? So open your notebooks, we'll write there. Example also they gave. See, in their neighborhood that was a lovely place, and in their neighborhood there is a temple, 2 churches and a pond also. They live in apartment. They can see many dogs and cats around them. They also have trees with big branches and green leaves. That they described about their neighborhood. Now let us describe our neighborhood here. And you can also write what do you like about your neighborhood and what do you like, why do you like living in it. In your neighborhood, what is the best place you like and why do you love living in that neighborhood? You have to describe in that paragraph. See, children, I'll give you this paragraph on the board. Means I am describing my neighborhood there. If you have the same features there in your neighborhood also, you can copy the same in your notebook. If not, write here about your neighborhood also, you can describe in your own words nearly 75 to 100 words. Right, children? Now open your notebooks. If not your rough books, if you want to write about your neighborhood, open your rough books and copy whatever passage I am giving you on the board in your rough book, taking it as an example, reference. Open your notebook. After the class, you can write about your own neighborhood. Right? Let's start then. Okay. From studio, you have to write this in notes. Okay. My neighborhood is a lovely place. Full stop. I live in a great and wonderful neighborhood. It has a good park nearby, making it the main attraction. Making it the main attraction. There is a grocery store near my house which makes all residents easy to make and immediate purchase. We have many trees around. So children, first you copy this. Still it is there. Again I'll rub the board and I'll give you. Copy this, children. Completed, children? Give finger gap properly. Write slowly, neatly. If you pause the video and write, you can take your own time to finish the written part. Okay, don't be hurried and don't do any mistakes. Write slowly, neatly. Because if you do mistakes, you will prepare the same for the exam also. If you take your own time and write, you will not do any mistakes, you can prepare the same as it is. Right? If see, after, even though you are writing from the video, after you get the PDF, no, check from PDF once. Okay, children? Right, let me rub the board now. And I'll give you the balance. Trees around, I stopped there, right? Our house. I can see many street dogs and cats around our house. I like the temple which is near our house. I love living in it because I have many good friends. In my neighborhood. Done. Complete it now. So here I described about my neighborhood children. If you see the same around your neighborhood also, you can copy as it is in your notebook. If not, copy this in your rough book, okay, making it as a reference. Try to write, explain your neighborhood in the notebook. But while writing, check the sentences once to twice how you are writing. Or take the help of your parents to explain about your neighborhood. Okay? Completed? Completed? Fine. Let me rub the board now. Next please. Okay. Summary. Complete the concept map by filling in ways to form plural nouns. So tell me children, what are plurals? More than one. If you have any noun more than one, same kind of noun more than one, we call them as plural noun. Yes, we add s or es or ies or ves to the word to get the correct plural noun. Yes? So one example for each and expressions, exceptions if any. You may go back to figure 5 for reference. See, with plurals you need to do this. Plural nouns. End in s. Here you have to write. End in es. Ends in ves. Ends in ies. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. See, first one, with which word you want to form the plural? Okay, you can take any example. Suppose I took the example pen. You can give your own example also. So what will be the plural for that? Pens. So exception. Some words without adding s also we get the plural. Like sheep. Sheep only, no need to add s here. Sheep, sheep, not sheep, sheeps. This is exception. ఇది కాకుండా ఇలాంటి వర్డ్స్ ఏ వచ్చినా we should add only s to get the correct plural form. Understood? Got it? The same way fish. Fish only. Next. Adding with es, no? Sorry, ending with es, no? Forming the plural. Any word which ends with s, ss, ch, sh, o, x, you can write. Suppose I wrote bunch. So what will be the example for that? Bunches. Adding es. Exception. Oasis. Even though it is ending with s, we will not add anything here. We simply write oasis only. No need to add s, no need to add es also. Right? In the same way ends in ies. Where we add ies, if the word ends with y, you should remove that y and add ies there. Like puppy, Tommy, cherry. So I wrote here puppy. Word is ending with y. Example for that, puppies. Exception holiday, suppose. Holiday, we don't remove this y and add ies because already there is an vowel here. We can't write another vowel there and continue in plurals. For that only we don't remove y here and write holidays directly. Ys. Exception. Okay. Adding ves. If the word ends with f or fe, or else you can directly write here, instead of writing the word, you can write O, X, SS, CH, SH, Z. You can easily remember now. For puppy, you write Y to IES. In the same way for VS, F to VES. That will be good. It will be easy for you to understand also. Right? So like calf. Calves. We'll remove F and add Y, VES. Puppy, puppies. Pen, pens. Bunch, bunches. And for exception, chef, chief. Chief ends with F, right? But in this word we don't remove F because already IE vowel is there. Again we can't write IES nor VES, no? For the chiefs you will add only S there and directly write the plural form. Right? Let us read this table once again, map, you will be clear. Forming the plural here we can't, generally we add S. Here you write add S. Generally plural in the sense we'll add S. For example, pen, we'll simply add S there and pens. But some words we don't add S also. Directly the word remains like that only in plural also. Like sheep, sheep only. Next, when we should add ES, if the word ends with O, X, SS, CH, SH or Z. If the word ends with these letters, we should add ES. Example for that, bunch, ending with CH. Bunches. In this case also, for some words we will not add ES. Like this word oasis, it is ending with S. But we don't add any S there. ES, we simply write oasis for singular and or plural, anything. Next, ends with IS. When the word ends with IS, if the word ends, when we add IS in the plural form, if the word ends with Y, we remove that Y and add IES to get the correct plural form. Example, puppy, puppies. But somewhere it is exception also, right? We don't add IES there, like holiday. Even though the word is ending with Y, because the before letter is an vowel, we can't add continuous vowels, 3 vowels there. So we will not remove Y and add only S there to get the correct plural form. Because holiday, if you remove Y, what happens? IES you will write. 3 vowels are side by side. We can't do that now. For that only we will add Y and add simply S. Holidays. Where we add VES if the word ends with F or FE. Anything you can write. We remove that FFE and add VES there. Example, calf, remove Y, F and add VES. In some cases, even though the word is ending with F, like chief, we didn't add VES, we only add S there and write the correct. Got it, children? Finish this table first. By saying this table only, you should be clear. Completed? Completed, children? Okay? So children, that's all for today. Be ready with your studio books only for tomorrow's class also. I'll meet you there with a new topic. So be ready with your studio books, pencil, eraser, sharpener and water bottle. Right? I'll meet you there. Till then, take care and bye-bye.